Hello you lovely bunch and welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you here. Today we're a little bit zoomed in, aren't we? I mean, and a little bit barefaced as well, I guess. Please excuse the redness. I have been on a sunbed today and I'm looking rather rosy. But yes, this is me bare skinned on the internet. Great stuff. Today I'm going to be testing a full face of Primark skincare and makeup for you, so it's all complete first impressions. On my day off the other day, I scurried my little self down to Primark and mooched around the beauty section for a good hour and a half whilst I collated all of these items I've got just down here. Oh my gosh, I haven't painted my nails, they are so chipped. Will I ever have a video where I don't expose myself for being a lazy little person who just does not have my life together because I can't make my nails? Great. Do you know what? I don't even care. I'm going to carry on with the video. Chip nails and all. I think it was around £120 I spent at Primark, but that does include a couple of other like little bits that I picked up, like I bought up a charging wire and like a room spray and stuff. So I think all in all I got all this beauty stuff for probably under £100 and I've definitely got a lot of it here. Even the brushes I'm using today are from Primark, and we do have a beauty sponge as well, so there's literally like nothing getting in the way of testing all this Primark stuff out. Where shall I start? I guess with the skincare is probably a good place. Now, my Primark didn't have a lot of the skincare items. I mean, I've seen so many people do like amazing Primark skincare stuff and they put them all in their like favourites, and I just couldn't find any of it. None of it was in my Primark for some reason, so that's fun. But I'm going to start off with the Clear and Cool Refining Toner, which is Purifying Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. And this was £2. Of course, I have my trusty Primark cotton pads to apply said toner with. So I've got my mirror just to the right of me, so if I'm looking over here, you know why. Yeah, it feels really refreshing on my skin, and I feel like it's making my face even more. It's highlighting just how red my face really is. It's left my face feeling quite tacky. It definitely hasn't like dried my skin out or anything. I'm praying that none of this actually breaks me out today. I'm going to follow up the toner with the Clear and Cool Facial Moisturiser, again Purifying Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. So yeah, this one was £2. I like the fact that it has kind of like these lids on it because I got a bit scared of Primark. Like, I've literally never tried any beauty stuff from Primark before, so I got a bit scared. I was like, how am I going to know that no one's used it? But yeah, there's definitely sure ways to tell. For example, oil lid. Ooh, it's like quite a firm moisturiser, definitely like gel. Like, it almost feels like gel-like. You know what, that's really nice. I love the texture of that. Really like that. It's like rich but without being heavy. That's probably just a thing I've made up, but no, it does feel really cooling, definitely. And I don't know, that feels a lot more luxurious than a £2 face moisturiser from Primark, I'll say that. Yeah, that's left like such a smooth canvas for makeup to go onto. I'm very happy with that. I bought a gentle eye cream which has vitamin E and organic rose in it. £2. Oh, cute! It's got like a little plastic lid on this one. What on earth, Primark? How can you get away with selling me this pot, please? How have I been finessed by Primark? Look how empty it is. It is only £2, but still. Yeah, I mean, my under eye feels hydrated. I don't really use eye creams anyway, to be honest, so I haven't got anything to compare it to. But yeah, it feels quite nice. It doesn't feel greasy at all. Like, none of the products feel greasy. They do feel like I've got a good level of moisture in my skin. I'm definitely impressed with it so far because I don't really know what I was expecting. Am I wrong for having low expectations? And I also got a Mist You, like a hydrating mist, which has also got rose and vitamin E in. I'm going to use this at the end of my makeup just to kind of set everything and make it sink in. I'm going to start off with primer, obviously. So the normal primer I use is the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, so it's like really matte and quite silicone-y. So I picked up their matte primer, and this was £3. Okay, it does feel quite nice. Like the packaging's like black matte packaging. It says oil-free mattifying skin primer. So I've just got to find my way into this. Oh, it looks like the Photo Finish, like it's like a clear silicone-y. Yeah, it definitely feels like it too. Let's put this on. Well, it's definitely mattified that section of my face. Feels really soft as well. Just kind of concentrate it in my T-zone, so I kind of like here on my cheek, on my nose. Those tend to be where I have my largest pores. Just so everyone knows, it might have been helpful if I put this at the beginning of the video, but you've come to Daisy's channel, so not everything runs smoothly here, but this primer does. My skin type is kind of like oily combination. Everything you see now, I've only got a small breakout here, but like if you can see everything kind of here, like all of these like red marks, they are just like blemish marks. Unfortunately, I do scar quite badly on my skin. Like I do feel like I have see-through skin, so you can definitely see where like I've previously had like blemishes and stuff, but nothing that can't be covered with a little bit of makeup. I don't know if anyone else does it this way, but I always do my eyebrows before I start with my base. So for my eyebrows, I picked up the Skinny Brow Pencil. This was £2 and I got it in dark brown. Because I'm darker at the roots, I do like to have dark eyebrows, and I think that no matter how blonde you are, you can have as dark eyebrows as you want. I've heard that these are like a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I love. I always love like little micro pencils. I won't use anything else for my brows. God, I hope this colour's alright. I hope it's not too warm. Please excuse the fact my mirror's here. I just need something a bit closer whilst I do my brows. I mean, I like how easy it kind of flows. I don't have to press too hard to actually get it to work, which is good. I mean, that's alright. It's not the colour I'd usually go for, really. I probably look so crazy right now with just like really big defined brows and nothing else on. Let's see the other one. Okay with those. I'm not mad at them. Although it does look like I'm mad now because I have huge, very dark eyebrows and nothing else to go with. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely use this in an emergency. I'm going to keep this to hand. And I usually clean up my eyebrows with a bit of concealer. I bought a couple of types of concealer, but I'm going to go with this concealer stick because I like something that's not like too liquidy. So this was 90p. Got the shade Porcelain because I like to have a very light concealer to carve my eyebrows out with. It's a good thing I didn't paint my nails really because it's infuriating to get into all this plastic. The kind of concealer stick. Oh god, doesn't this remind you of like year 7 at school? Like, I don't know about anybody, but my first ever like piece of makeup was one of these like kind of like lipstick twisty hard concealers from Superdrug. It was Superdrug's own brand called Too True. If you remember Too True, you're an OG. Brush do I have to carve these out with then? Oh my god, do I not have a carving out brush? I'm gonna crack into this complete eye brush set, which was £3.50, and see if we've got anything in here that can help me use this, because girl needs help right now. I'm gonna have to edit this back in half. My footage is gonna literally be me peeling off labels and opening boxes. In this you get 4 like small travel size eye brushes and like a little, ooh, that was satisfying, wasn't it? I'm gonna go with this one because it probably looks the most similar to what I would use normally anyway. It's not as thin, I mean it's quite thick this way. I'll give it a go, and I'll use this as a backup if I need to. So it's like kind of like an angled brush, but yeah, it's just a little bit thicker this way than I'd like it to be really. You can just tell the concealer's cheap. I normally use a really full coverage concealer to do this part. I normally use the NARS Velvet Matte Concealer, which is in a little pot, and this just didn't doing much in comparison. Normally I'm done so quickly carving my eyebrows out, but this seems to be taking forever and a day. Down so that it softens out a bit. Oh, that feels so greasy. It's actually looking okay. Next I'm going to go into foundation. I came away with 2 types of foundation. Can we just talk about how much this looks like Maybelline Fit Me, please? This was £2.50 and it's called the My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage, natural finish and antioxidant vitamin E. And then I got the matte foundation, natural medium coverage. And this is matte finish and oil free. I don't know which one to use, but I got the shade nude in both of them. This was £3, so it's slightly more. This has got a pump though. So I'm going to give this a whirl. And to apply my foundation, I bought a liquid foundation brush. It's kind of like a buffer brush. So let's see what this is like. I'll just do one pump and see how far that goes first of all. Oh gosh, that's a little bit pale, isn't it? Maybe it's just because I'm a bit rosy at the moment. So this is a natural finish, so I'm not expecting it to be completely full coverage. It's a bonus if it is, because I like a full coverage foundation. I mean, it seems to be covering a lot of the redness. Okay, so that's one layer. What are we thinking? It's alright, it's definitely quite natural. Like, you can still see like a bit of the redness coming through. It hasn't really fully covered any of like this breakout here or any of like these dark marks. I'm wondering whether to maybe try a layer of the other one over the top. We'll give this a whirl as well. I wasn't expecting to use both, but why not? Let's try it. It's here. Ooh, I'll just add a little bit to this side of my face and we'll see if that does anything. Oh, it's kind of got like that MAC Studio Fix smell to it, like paint almost, which I quite like. I just don't understand, there's so much foundation on my face right now and yet it's still not like, literally like 2 pumps of my normal NARS foundation that I use would have covered me more than this, and I've used about 5 pumps of 2 different types of foundation. So I don't want to look caked up, and I'm very aware that if I keep adding, that's all that's going to happen. So I'm gonna leave it at that and we'll work with this as the base. I did have foundation sticks as well, but I didn't get one in my colour. I just got one in a darker colour to use as a contour stick, because it says foundation and contour stick, buildable coverage, blendable natural finish, vitamin E. So this was £2.50 and I got the shade Rich Espresso. I'm scared that it's gonna like go really far and I'm just gonna have a really muddy face. I'm gonna use the same brush because it's still got foundation on it, so hopefully it should blend a bit easier. Let's see what happens. Oh gosh, it's a bit muddy, isn't it? Like it's come all the way down here, which is not what I wanted. But I think that a bit of concealer can probably clear that up for me, and I might be happy with it. Just keep blending, just keep blending. The other concealer I bought looks a lot like the Maybelline Fit Me again. So this is liquid concealer medium coverage, and it looks quite dark, but this is one of the lightest shades. I've got it in ivory. A bit of this under my eyes. See, what the hell? It like basically is the same colour as my foundation. I usually use a really cheap concealer anyway, so this was £2, but for an extra £2 just to get the Revolution Conceal and Define is so much better. So I got the makeup blender. Oh, it comes with a holder as well. That's great, isn't it? Latex free for precise blending of liquid and powder formulas. What? What? Wow. So it's like white on the bottom and it feels almost like, what does that feel like? It's not sponge, like it's almost like furry on the bottom. Got like an angled side here, a rounded side here. I'm gonna go and quickly dampen this and see if it expands like an actual beauty blender. So give me 1 second. Oh my god guys, it did. It's expanded and now it feels so soft and squidgy. Like definitely feels like it's gonna be a good sponge. Hopefully it does me some justice. So blend out my forehead first of all. It's not bad, like it's not bad, but I'm just looking at myself like it's not what I usually use, like I can tell. I'm gonna move on to powder now. So they didn't have much choice of powder. They had a powder foundation, and then they had this, which is loose mineral powder. I got the shade Porcelain because it was the lightest one and it was £2, just because again I like a bright under eye. So since this has buildable coverage, like it actually provides coverage rather than just being a setting powder, maybe it could brighten my under eyes a little bit. Right, so I'm going to use like the flat side now, which I used to stamp it out. I'm just going to dip it in and really cover it and press it under my eye. It looks like that's actually like sunk in. Like, I was hoping just to sit the powder on top and wipe it away in a minute and like bake with it, but I think it's actually just set itself. Oh god, I'm gonna have to pat really quickly. Oh no, this is not going well. It's okay, my under eye's set. It's not creasing either. I'm gonna use an actual like powder brush now. This says a blusher brush, but I'm just going to use it for powder because it's nice and big. It's going to just get on my face in one. And that's £2.50. Let's see if this does a better job. It feels nice and soft. I'm going to go knees bronze on it. I'm going to finish my face. When it comes to eyeshadow, if it's got loads of fallout, then so be it. I will just take all this makeup off after anyway. It's like 9 o'clock at night, so. The bronzer I got is this matte bronzing powder called Bronze Glow. So I'm using the same brush. Oh god, it looks like it picks up a lot. Let's tap that off so we don't have any mishaps. I'll do this cheek first of all. Oh god, it's so clingy, like it's clinging. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. But hey ho, the show must go on. I will not be keeping this. I'm not happy with it. I bought a highlighter as well. So they like, their lack of highlighters really shocked me. So they had like these like copycat Anastasia palettes. So they had like 4 little circular pans in it. They were all like really matte. They had no shine to them at all. So I found these little singular ones. They had 4 different shades and I had all of the testers out, but there was literally no stock. I did find one, but it's like a little bit bashed, and it was the only one which still had like a seal on the top as well. It's not my preferred colour. It's like a pink highlighter, like rosy, and I prefer something a bit champagne-y, but we'll give it a go. Oh god, it can't get much worse than that bronzer, surely. I'd rather go careful with it, so I'm actually going to use an eye brush. This is a lot smaller than I'd probably like it to be, but I've only got this giant blush brush otherwise, so I'm going to use this little one and just... oh, I feel this is going to be really glittery and nasty. It's a bit icy for me. I'm just looking at my cheek in the viewfinder and just like, this is just a mess. Put a bit on the Cupid's bow. Oh my god, I look like I've got a silver moustache. I'm really annoyed because I just realised I picked up like a dupe for a melon pigment, which I sometimes use as a highlighter, and I just realised I could have used this. And just to finalise this awful cheek combo, I've got this blusher, and none of the blushers were matte. They are all got some sort of sparkly shimmer to them, so really looking forward to this. The other ones were so glittery. This was my best choice, and I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the side of it and just pick up a little bit and just tap that off. Is that doing anything? I can't really tell how bad they look on here, but on here in my mirror, it's atrocious. I'm most excited about eyes and lips here, and I was saying to my friend the other day, I used to write a beauty blog and like makeup was my thing. I had like 10 foundations going at once. I had so many eyeshadow palettes. I was always buying the new stuff, and this was literally only last year. But for some reason, I just like fell out of love with it. I'd rather spend more money on clothes now rather than makeup. I guess it's because I found the things I like, so I don't really experiment much anymore. But also in my day-to-day, I will only ever wear eyeshadow if I'm going out. To work every day I won't wear eyeshadow at all, like not even just a neutral eye or anything. Excited to have picked up 2 palettes. One thing I will say is I do not know how Primark get away with it, but there were so many dupes for Huda Beauty palettes. Like there was mini square ones, kind of like their like Obsessions range, and they looked just like Huda Beauty. Like they had the kind of crushed eyeshadow look on the front, like on the packaging. And there was one giant one which looked like a big Huda Beauty palette, and it was like £8. I'll show you this one first. So this is called Wild Love. This was £4. Excuse the reflection from my light, but you get the gist here, kind of like very neutral colours. I'm sorry, but I don't know how they've got away with this. Can we just have a look at whose palette this looks like? The smoke, the shape. I don't know how they've got away with this. And even down to the writing on the back, I've only just realised this. So the writing here, and like the way that they've crushed the shadows as well. I'm sorry, but I'm surprised Urban Decay's lawyers haven't come for Primark. So we'll have a couple more colourful shades. I think today I'm just going to use the Neutrals palette. I mainly only picked this up just to show you like that it's trying to be a dupe of the Naked palettes. I'm going to lay down a transition shade with this eye contour brush, which was £1. Okay, not as fluffy as I was hoping it would be. Let's try and work with it. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take this colour here and put it in my crease. So it's kind of like the bright orange in the palette. I haven't put any base down or anything because I wouldn't usually, so I'm just going to go on in. I like the fact it's not super bright. Shall I bring you in a bit closer for this actually? That might be better. Hello. I mean, you can tell that it's cheap eyeshadow, but it's doing a job, it's working. And then I'm going to take the kind of really pale shade down in this bottom corner here and just smooth out the edges of the orange shade so that it doesn't look so harsh. If I had a good brush set, I might be able to do something decent, but I don't. Idea, to kind of soften up this edge, I'm going to take a bit of that powder again. I'm going to just dip into a bit of powder and take this around the edge to soften it. Yes, that's better. It's getting there. Next, I'm going to take the shade for my lid. And what do I want to use? I might take a bit of both. I might take the kind of this colour here, the coppery colour, and then pop that one over the top and see what we can make. I'm going to apply it with my finger instead. So just get that on there. That's better. The colour's blending in quite a bit. I want a bit deeper kind of in the crease area, so before I go adding any more shimmer, I'm gonna deepen that up. I'm gonna dip into that one, tap it off. That's literally not doing anything. And it's taken off all of my glittery shadow, I feel like. God, look at, there is so much fallout on my face. I feel like every time I think I'm getting somewhere, I'm not. So I'm gonna add the lighter shade now. I feel like if I fuss around too much with this eye look, it's all like coming off. I'm gonna leave it, otherwise I'm gonna have a hissy fit. What I'm gonna do is I always put eyeshadow underneath, otherwise I just look crazy. Like this is too top heavy. This matte and this matte. Tap off the excess. I'm just gonna stamp it underneath my eye. Will not be using this again. And then I've got some eye pencils because, I mean, is a look ever complete without an eye pencil? So eye pencils that I wear regularly are either dark brown or I wear like nudie cream. And I got these two in a set, so there's like a white and there's like a nude colour in there as well. Oh, and the sharpener is included. So that's £1, and this was also £1. I think due to the eye look, I'm gonna go smoky and go for the dark brown in the tight line and waterline. That's okay, yeah. Obviously I've got individual lashes on the top, but I picked up a mascara for my bottom lashes. There's one eye done, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it at all. No, I don't like this mascara. So that's eyes and face that we've got done. It's on to lips now, which is going to be kind of the final bit. And for lips, I've bought a few different things because I was just so overwhelmed with the amount of choice I had, to be honest with you. I have like a lip bullet. I definitely bought 2 other colours in this, but I can't find them. This was £1.50. This is the matte one, but I bought a Luster. Luster lipsticks are only 90 pence, and they're kind of like just like glossier kind of standard lipstick rather than matte. I got a nude lip gloss set. I have already taken this out of the package and tried it. It is absolutely crap. That looks like it's going to be a lovely nude colour, and it's honestly like neon coral on my lips, and it feels like kids makeup. This genuinely does. I'm sorry, I'm being savage, Primark, but this feels like kids makeup. And the lip gloss is sticky and not very nice. Anyway, I'm done roasting. No, I'm not done roasting it actually, because how on earth have they got away with making this look like a Kylie lip kit? It's £3, and I would honestly rather spend £3 on some Krispy Kreme donuts instead. I haven't tried any of the other lip stuff, so obviously I've got the bullet. I bought this, which is the PS Team Nude Lip Kit. Again, giving me Huda vibes. Honestly, how the hell did Primark get away with it? £3.50, includes lip liner, lip lacquer and matte lip. Quite brown nudes, but we'll see what they're like. And I also bought the PS Liquid Matte Miami Edit. So again, Huda Beauty vibes like they did the minis. Just because I appreciate that I wear a lot of nudes, I thought that maybe someone would like to see a bit of colour. We'll start off with the Team Nude kit. We'll whack on the lip lacquer. Oh, I don't know about the colour on me now. Oh god, it makes me look a bit dead. Wow, I honestly look casket ready right now. I'm going to take this lip colour off and try something else. I'm going to try the nude lipstick instead. I think I'll definitely keep this one actually, but yeah, I would definitely wear something dark around it. I think this is about as good as it's going to get really. I'm just sat here with chip nails, a whole arm of swatches and pretty rubbish makeup. In summary, oh, can't forget my hydrating mist now, can we? Oh my god, that's gonna make me sneeze. In all honesty, the best part was probably the skincare. Like, I really enjoyed that moisturiser. Even though they didn't give me much of it, I really enjoyed that eye cream as well. I also rate the kind of eye pencil as well, like the brown one, so hopefully the nude one's nice as well. I'll just show you a couple of other bits I picked up which didn't make the cut today. I bought 2 eye pigments. I bought one in nude and one in bronze, and I also bought some pairs of lashes as well, just in case I hadn't had a full set done. I picked up the Girls with Attitude Fantasy lashes. I think they look really nice. And I also picked up these Exaggerate lashes. They look a little bit more dramatic, but they were only £1. So I love a bargain. Soothing eye patches. These look cool. That's all I have to say. Vitamin E. Restores elasticity. 15 treatments? What? Are these like reusable ones that you get one but you can reuse them? I don't know. Other skincare, so I picked up the Cosmic Galaxy Metallic Peel Off Mask. I just thought that sounded cool, and who doesn't want a glittery face? Oh, it's got, oh no, the reason I picked this up wasn't because of that. It's because it's got retinol in it, and £1.50, and it's got retinol in it. So I picked up some of my lovely nose strips again. I've got 2 packs, and I got this large brush cleaning mitt, so that when I'm doing a proper deep clean, oh look at that, you just basically see the ring light, aren't you? When I do a proper deep clean of my brushes, I'm going to use this, and that's £3 for like in between, so like straight after I've used my brushes, just to stop it collecting any bacteria. I picked up the makeup brush cleaning spray, so I'll just spritz these after I've used them every time I do my makeup, and then when I do the big clean I'll do them on that one, and that was £2. And I picked up this perfume. So I've never bought perfume from Primark before, but I was smelling all the testers and I cannot tell you how much this smells like La Vie est Belle by Lancome. It smells identical and it was £5, so I was like, I'm gonna get it. I think lastly I got some mini cleansing cloths. So you know these like magic cloths, if you've not tried them yet then you need to. I've already used the little pink one, but these basically take off all your makeup just by adding water. So I think it's like due to the technology in it, but they're reusable as well. They're just tiny little ones, but if you keep these in the shower, it just means that you can get in the shower and like cleanse all your makeup off and then actually start your skincare routine. So I always just like, I don't class taking my makeup off as skincare. I just literally take it off and then I'll do like a double cleanse. So like cleanse my face with a face wash or like a scrub or something like that, and then I'll go on into my skincare routine. I'll definitely be incorporating like this skincare into my routine. I'm using stuff from the Body Shop at the moment, but when kind of like that runs out, I'm probably going to delve into this afterwards. Like I've got a tea tree toner which is literally just run out, so I might just start using this one and see how I go with that, see if it actually like does bits for me. That's literally everything. Do you know what, I might get Jessie to come up and give me an opinion on my makeup. Jess, will you come up and tell me how my makeup looks?
It looks like Primark makeup.
What do you mean? Why does it look like Primark makeup?
It just does.
Yeah, but why? Like, what parts look like Primark
like
makeup?
The eyeshadow doesn't look very good.
And? Is there anything that does look good?
Not really, no. The lips. I like the lipstick looks alright.
Like the lipstick, do you? You don't think anything looks good? You savage. So, you heard it from the man himself. It looks like Primark makeup. Some of you may have these products at home and absolutely love them, but for me I just don't feel that they worked. Maybe if I gave them like a good shot with my actual brushes like I use day to day, it might be a better turnout for me, but this is the result. Thank you for sitting through this monstrosity of a makeup look. For the time being, I'm gonna go wash this all off and get myself to bed. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up below. Please subscribe if you're new here. My name's Daisy and I do videos on fashion, lifestyle and beauty. I'd love if you subscribe to support me, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.